2.5 million people have been told to evacuate.
Água acumulada por uma hora de chuvas fortes. Algumas casas ficaram transformadas em cascatas por uma torrente de lama que vinha de cima, na região do Douro Vinheteiro. A água foi-se acumulando até começar a descer rapidamente até às casas.
Nearly a quarter of the country is experiencing extreme or exceptional drought.
The Douro River has never before been seen like this at this time of year, 60% dry. Suddenly, what was once thought to be a problem confined to the Third World has arrived in southern Europe.
Hundreds of firefighters are still tackling a huge forest fire in a hilly region of central Portugal, which has already killed at least 61 people.
And a new study published in the journal Nature suggests that there are 5,000 more metric tons of plastic in the ocean today than there were yesterday.
This is happening all over the world. We see these images through and through, but they still don't have enough impact on us. We must do more. It's time to unite, learn from each other's experiences, and start making the difference. With a very direct impact on the agricultural sector, climate change is a common problem which requires a collective response. Aware of the challenge, the Climate Change Leadership Summit is hosting the proactivity of the industry leaders towards a sustainable future. A solution-driven forum to create a unique convergence of expertise, wisdom, and inspiration. The Porto Protocol is a tool that engages the industry, encouraging it to work together and achieve a common goal, asking its signatories to simply do more than they are currently doing. It will create a database of case studies, allowing companies to share their stories of success so that others may use this knowledge to follow quickly. Porto is the natural place for this conference, a flexible and entrepreneurial city which values innovation and proactive leadership, but also respects and protects its heritage. Companies and industry leaders, Porto invites you to help us spread the word globally by signing the Porto Protocol.
The video you have just seen is the same one that we used last July, not least because it is full of powerful images. We could have included images of people sunbathing on British beaches in February, or floods in the Napa last week, or wildfires in Australia as we speak. The point is we know the problem and we need to find the solution. The good news is that there are plenty of solutions, and many of those are working really well. We all just need to know which are the best. The purpose of the Porto Protocol that was launched last July with the endorsement of President Obama here in Porto was to create a platform for sharing and a movement. The Porto Protocol has two simple commitments and is open to all, not just the wine business. The first commitment is to do more tomorrow than we are doing today. This is an easy concept and acknowledges that every one of us, either individually or as a company, or municipality, or a country, is at a different stage. What is important is that if we are not yet helping, we start. If we are already active, we do more. This approach does not set specific targets, although those can be useful, because a target can often act as a barrier to action. If I don't know my carbon footprint, how can I cut it by 10%? But I think that we can all understand that doing more every day will produce a result. The second compromise is to share what you are doing and share what works. By sharing and learning from each other solutions that can be implemented, we can start immediately. There is no need for us to reinvent the wheel. We simply don't have the time. The Porto Protocol is a charity that is supported by sponsors and events, and all of you, by being here today, have already helped. But it's also a tool. It's a tool that can be used 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Real case studies for real businesses that you can implement and adapt to your needs. But the Porto Protocol is also a movement. Individuals can join, because individuals can make a difference by having their voices heard, and individuals can help because society is no more than a group of individuals. So far, 145 businesses and 407 people from across the world have committed to the Porto Protocol, and they are sharing. Since this conference began 2 days ago, a further 248 have signed up. What I feel that we have done here in Porto is to push the rock off the top of the mountain and to start to pack snow around it. The more snow that is packed, the more people that help, the quicker the snowball will gain its own momentum. I look forward to an afternoon of inspiring speeches that show how people at every level are already helping. I hope that they encourage you all to do more to contribute to solving the problem. Every contribution, no matter how small, will make a difference. When future generations of your family or your employees ask you what you did to help combat climate change, you, I hope, will be able to look them in the eye and say that you did not stand by, but you played your part in helping to save the world. Finally, I'd like to say that the carbon footprint that this event has created will be offset by Taylor's Port through the planting of 20,000 square meters of the Douro Valley with indigenous trees. We hope that our little bit will help, and we look forward to an interesting afternoon, and I want to thank you all for coming.